Yeah. Let's see if you are this week you are not attending. Let's see. Then we can take for you another. My screen is loading. Yeah. Can you guys not see my screen? Is the
I
screen
can
not
see.
okay? Harshit, can you see now? Yes. So are you able to see now the screen? Okay, what's the problem? Maybe your internet is not working properly, Harshit. Because Rizwan, can you see that? So Rizwan is telling me that he can see that screen. And Shaima, are you facing the same problem? Yes. Is the screen visible to you, Shaima? For you, it is also not visible. How can it be done? Rizwan, so can you see the
I
screen?
can see. It says trigonometry with
Oh, for
yellow highlight.
yeah, for Shaima, it is also visible. Okay, so Harshid, yeah, you please check it. Or what I can do is that I will stop sharing and then reload again
Okay.
if I'm having issue. Yeah, is this visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Harshit, is the screen visible to you now?
No, sir.
What is happening? Because Rizwan can see the screen.
So
Shaima.
then restart. Reload this. Leave and join.
Oh yeah, Harshit, what you do is that you log out and then rejoin, and then see if you are able to see this. Okay.
Yes, sir. The screen is visible now.
Oh, that's good.
Trigonometry yellow color highlight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let us start with. Okay, so first let us start with the definition of trigonometry. What is a trigonometry? Right. So as we can see that it is made up of how many words? Three words. Try, right, gone, and this is meter. Right. So try means three, gone means side, and meter means measure. Right. So what is a three-side figure? That is a triangle. Right. So whenever we talk about a triangle, and in triangle, whenever we talk about the side and the angle. So whatever is the concept which relates the side with the angle, so that is called the trigonometry. Is that clear to you? So trigonometry talks about the sides of a triangle and their angle. Okay. But in our purpose, in our class, we will stick to one special kind of triangle, and that would be right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangles and only acute angle. Okay, so we will not talk about sine of 180, sine of 360, sine of 270. We will stick to acute angles, special triangle, which is right angle triangle, and what? Yeah. So this is what we stick. What we will stick. Okay. For our part. So trigonometry is a concept of mathematics which relates the sides of triangle with the angles of triangle. Okay. Understood, guys? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Concept joint. Yes, Salam. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, so what about the timing? 16 minutes late. And you were
Yeah.
not, yeah, and you were not present in the previous class, in the yesterday's class. About this. What happened?
Yes.
Yeah. So were you busy or you were not in home?
Yesterday only we arrived today, like India.
Oh, okay. So you were traveling.
Yes.
All you guys are traveling. So Shaima, Hashif, you, all the people are traveling. Rizwan
Vacation
also.
going on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
vacation. Yes, sorry. Sorry that I'm taking these classes in vacation. And I am doing so because I want to, yeah, complete the syllabus. Because whenever the school reopens, there will be rush to take the exams. And you guys don't panic in that situation. That is why I'm taking. Right? Okay, so otherwise, I would also be enjoying the holidays. But yeah, Shoaib, you also came late. What happened? Okay, so without wasting further time, let us start again. So we are starting Shoaib and Tala. We are starting the new chapter, which is Introduction to Trigonometric Ratios. Right. So as the topic is the main focus is on trigonometry. So what is trigonometry? So this is made up of three words. One is tree, the other is gone, and this is metry. So trigonometry talks about three sides, measurement of three sides. Right. And this is a mathematical concept of mathematics, which relates sides of triangles with the angles. Okay, so this is trigonometry, and our focus would be right angle triangle. Remember that trigonometry is also applicable to any kinds of triangle. It is not restricted to right angle triangle, but for our purpose, we will restrict it to right angle triangle. Okay. Right angle triangles, and then we will talk about acute angles and what. So these two are the things that we will stick to. Okay. So how many trigonometric ratios are there? Right. So ratio means that there would be two sides, right? And we'll take the ratio of the two sides. So first, let us talk about the right angle. So we have a right angle triangle, right? And let's say this is one acute angle, right? And this is 90 degree. So let's say that this is A, B, right? So in right angle triangle, whatever is the side which is opposite to this 90-degree, what is this called? Yes,
Hypotenuse.
hypotenuse. Yes, correct. So this is called the hypotenuse. Right. And let's say that if we are taking this angle, A, okay. So from this angle is making the angle with two rays, two sides. One is the hypotenuse and the other would be the base. And whatever it is remaining, so that would be called perpendicular. Right. So depending upon the angle, which angle we are choosing, our base can be different. So if I choose this angle, then base would be this. Right. The base is the side which makes the angle with the hypotenuse. So that would be the base. Okay. So these are the three attributes of right angle triangle, and there was a guy, Pythagoras, right, who related all these three sides. So Pythagoras said that the square of perpendicular and the square of base, this would be equal to the square of hypotenuse. So these three things, right? So this is about this is about the right angle triangle. Now let us talk about the trigonometric ratio, which means that the angle which relates with the sides of the triangle. So first trigonometric ratio is I am choosing this angle A. So sine A, and this is perpendicular. This is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. This is B by hypotenuse. So this is sine of angle of A. This is not a multiplication. This is a function, right? This is a function which relates the perpendicular and the hypotenuse. So do not get confused that this is multiplication. This is sine of angle of. And then we have this cosine, so which is written as cos, right? And cos of A is base by hypotenuse, which is B by. Okay, and the last one is the tan of it. This is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is B by. So these are the main trigonometric ratios.
Sir, tan is perpendicular by base.
Oh, base. Oh, I have written base and I was right. Yeah. Yes, perpendicular by base. So these are the three main trigonometric ratios. Okay, and then we have the reciprocal of these trigonometric ratios. So reciprocal of sine is, so sine is cosec, and this would be 1 by sine A. Okay, which means that this is h by. And then we have after cosec A, we have sec A, and this is the reciprocal of cos, which means that this is h by. And then the last one, which is the reciprocal of tan. So this is cot A, which is 1 by tan A, and this is equal to B by. Okay, so these are the six main ratios of trigonometry, right? And there is one more relation, so which says that let's say that you have sine, right? sine by sine A and cos A. It is not right. Like sine A and cos A. So when you divide sine A by cos A, so this is B by H and B by H. Okay. So this H goes in the numerator and this H comes in the denominator. H cancel and we have B by B. So what is this B by B? Yes, B by B is
Tan A.
Tan A.
this. Tan. So remember that tan A would be sine A by cos. So we have to remember these 6 or only 3. If we remember these 3, then all the other we can derive. Okay. So you guys write this down, and if you guys have any question, you guys ask. Yes. If you guys have any doubts, any question, whatever I have talked up to this point, so you guys please ask. We memorize all those ratios. So we can remember 3 ratios, right? Sine is B by H, cos is B by H, and tan is B by H. And then we can relate with the other ratio. So remembering three is important, and others we can derive. But we have to remember that which is the reciprocal of which ratio. Okay. Okay, Harshit.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you guys want me to scroll down the screen, guys.
So done, sir.
Yeah, whenever you guys have noted it down, just after-
Excuse me, sir. Did you say something?
yeah. So whenever you guys have noted it down up to this point, you guys
Done, sir.
uh, note down. And then we'll do yeah. We'll talk about the triangle first, and then start. So this is all about the first exercise. In the second exercise, we'll talk about the values of these angles. So the values of these trigonometric ratios. Whenever you guys have completed, please just Completed, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shaima, Tala, and Shrey.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us, yeah. Now let us do some question about the right triangle, and then we'll go to the exercise. So let's say that I have given. So I know that this base is 3. Okay, this is 4. So what would be this? Do you guys remember? Yes. What would be this? Okay. So what you guys do that you guys calculate what would be AC. If I have given you guys that this is 3, right? This perpendicular is 3, this base is 4. So you guys tell me that what would be this AC?
3/4.
3 by 4. This AC.
AC.
Yeah. Yeah. I am asking about AC.
So 25.
25, but
The
okay,
square is 5. It is 5. AC is 5.
5. Right. So Pythagoras theorem, right? This we know that AB square, or let me write it this way, that T square plus B square would be H square. What is given? P is given. So 3 square plus this is given, R square. So H square is, H is not given. AC is not given. So this is 9 plus 16 and this is H. So H square is 25. So H would be how much? 5. Right. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And whenever we have this, right, whenever we have these kind of triangles, so one angle is 37 degree and the other one is 53 degree. Just remember. Okay, we'll talk about this later, but yeah. So and then the other. So these are called triplets, right? These are called triplets because these are 3 sides. So whenever we have 3, 4, so the hypotenuse would be 5. And there is one more triplet. So that is, if let's say this is 5, this is 12. So you guys find me what would be. Quickly find, guys. So everyone find out that what would be this hypotenuse.
So 13.
13. So Hashid is saying 13. Yes, Rizwan, Tala, Shaima, Shoaib. What about you guys? Yes,
30.
13. Shoaib has also found out 30. Shaima, Rizwan, and Tala. What did you guys get?
You're doing, sir.
Wait, please, yeah, please calculate and tell. Yes. So Shoaib and Hashid have got 30. Rizwan and Talha and Shaima. What are you guys getting? Yes,
Sir, I got 13, sir. Yes, sir.
30. So
Yes.
Rizwan has.
13.
Okay, so Talha, you also got 30.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shaima. So if everybody has have got 30, so yeah, Shaima, what did you get? Majority is 30. So the answer is 30. Yes, Shaima. Shaima is. Yeah, yeah, Shaima has also got. Yeah, so remember this one also. 5, 12, and 30. Okay, and there is one more triplet that I remember, but maybe, yeah, so that is 7. And then what is the other two? Okay, I don't remember right now, but yeah. So these are the properties of the right angle triangle, right? So remember these things, and these would be very important in the first exercise that we do. So let us start the first exercise, and yeah. So remember the trigonometric ratios that that sine is, let me write as theta is p by h, and cos theta is b by h, tan theta is p by b. So these three you guys remember, and opposite of sine is cosec, opposite of let me write theta, this is sec, and opposite of tan is cos. So these are the 6 ratios that we have. Okay, and remember the properties of right angle triangle. So these two things we will need in the first exercise. Okay, so let us start. So in triangle, this was the, yeah, so this was the triplet that I do. Yeah, so 7, 24, and I know the other one, but you guys calculate. So we have this triangle, and first question would be, yes, first question is my turn. And then Rizwan, then Tala, then Shaima, and then Ashil, and then Shu. Okay, so in triangle ABC, right angle at B. So the right, this is right angle at B, and we are given that AB is 24, BC is 7. So you guys tell me that what is this, right? What is this? You guys quickly calculate and tell. Yes,
Sir, 25.
20,
25.
25. Yeah, so 25. Hashid and Shaima got 25. So Rizwan, Talha, and Shoaib. What did you guys get? Yes, guys, got something. 25 or other than 25?
25.
25. Shoaib also got 25. Rizwan and Talha, you guys.
25.
Rizwan is,
25.
yeah, 25. So Rizwan is also getting 25. Talha. Yes, Talha, sir.
So I will get. Oh, oh.
You got what?
No, sir, I forgot the rest.
Yeah, so did you get anything?
Wait.
Yeah. So 49 plus how much? 570.
576.
Yeah. So that is 625, which is 25. Right.
Yes.
So yeah. So in this question, we'll have to first calculate. Yeah. So let me write it properly, because if you directly write the answer, then they will cut marks in your. So you know that there are three triplets, right? These are the three triplets. So remember these three, and what you calculate in your school, you guys calculate that AC square would be AB square plus BC square, which is AB is 24 square plus 7 square, which is 576 plus 49, which is 625, and then AC square is 625, so AC is 20. Now we know everything, right? So for this angle, in the question, they are asking about sine A and cos A. So for this angle, sine A, what is the base? For sine A, what is the base?
24.
24, right? AB is the base. So whatever the angle I is making with the hypotenuse, whatever is the other side. So this is the base, and this is the perpendicular for A. So sine A is what? Sine A is
Perpendicular by height.
perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is 7, hypotenuse is 25. So sine A is 7 by 25. Right. And then cos A. So cos A is base by hypotenuse, which is 24 by 25, which means that cos A is 24 by 20. Right. Now we have second part of this question, which is that should we divide it and write it in decimals? No, this part is, so they are ratios, trigonometric ratios. So up to this point, it is okay. We can write it in the fraction, right? So this is about trigonometric ratios, so we can stop at this point. No need to find out the decimal values. Okay, Hashim. Yeah, if they are saying, yeah, if they are saying that find out the decimal values, then you calculate. Otherwise, it is not difficult. At least for trigonometric ratios. Okay, so sine C and cos C. So for sine C, what is the base? What is the base for this
7.
angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the base for, and then this is the perpendicular. Okay. So this is the C, right? And let me write. Well, okay, so for sine C, the perpendicular is 24, right? So sine C is perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is 24 by 5. And then cos C is base by hypotenuse, which is 7 by 20.
Right.
Yes, Rizwan, do you have any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rizwan, what is that?
So what is sin C? How did you find sin C?
Yeah, so sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, right?
Yes, sir.
But we are calculating it for C angle. So what was the definition of the base? Whenever I am taking this C angle, so whatever is the other side with which the hypotenuse is making the angle, that would be called the base, right?
Yes, sir.
And opposite to that angle would be called perpendicular,
Mm.
right? So now my perpendicular for this C angle is 24. I should have made the, let me make the diagram in here. Then this would be, so let me make the diagram here so that it is clear. Right, so this is my A, B, and C. And this is angle C. For this C angle, right, and this is 25. So for this C angle, this is B, and opposite to C, this is perpendicular. Okay, so sine C is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is how much? 24 by 25. And similarly, the cos of C is base by hypotenuse. Base is 7 and then hypotenuse is 25. So is this clear to you, Rizwan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, anybody else? I've got any
So
doubt?
sin C is cos A.
Yeah, absolutely good. Good, yeah. So good observation. So sine C is sine C is cos of. Yeah. Yes, absolutely right. And okay, we will talk about the relation. So how they are related. But that will be in the second exercise. But you saw, right? You
Yes, sir.
saw you saw that sine of A is cos of C. Yeah. So please note it down and then so the A in sine A is basically the alphabet of the edge of the triangle. No, so this is the A is the angle, right? We are representing with this A, right? We can have this.
So
We
I
can.
can't hear you.
Okay, you cannot hear me. Anybody? Oh, so am I audible to others?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rizwan, check your internet.
Oh,
Yeah. So
so my network.
yeah. So Shaima, we can write or we can denote this angle by one moment, right? One. Sorry guys, I had to pick up a call. Yeah. So yeah, so I can represent this angle by anything. I can write theta, I can write alpha, A, or anything that I can write. But the important thing is that, right? So if this is PQR, so I can represent this angle by P. Okay, so this is just a representation of this angle. But the idea is that sine of whatever angle is this would be always perpendicular by hypotenuse. This is the crucial thing, right? And we can represent this angle by anything. whatever we like. We can write Shaima here, okay? We can write Rizwan here.
Eh,
So, yeah, we can write anything. We can represent the angle by anything. But the crucial thing is that it should be the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. Is that clear to you, Shaima? Yeah, clear, Shaima. So this is just the angle, this one. Okay, so you guys note it down and oh, how much did you guys note it? So how much you guys have noted?
we finish.
Finished. This one is finished. So what about you guys?
Done survey.
Yeah. So what about you guys?
Yes.
Completed. Everybody completed. Yes. Hashid, Shama, what about you guys? Completed. Yes. Okay. So now let us raise one. That is your turn. Okay. And we only did one question. We should pick up this bit, right? Because we are on the eighth chapter. So eighth chapter we have completed. I guess so you all are here, right? So only the what probability is remaining for you, right? And only this much will come in your exam. So this trigonometry and the last one is probability. Am I correct, guys? So have you something else in your exam which has been not there, which I am not talking about in the syllabus? Yes, because yeah, we will be completing. So before your school reopens, we will be completing all those chapters. So is there anything else that will come in your exam? And if that is the case, you guys please tell. Right. Okay, there is one. So we have this diagram. This is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is the right angle. So this is 13, this is 12. And without solving, we can calculate this, right? Without solving, we know this. So what would be here? Yeah, what would be here, guys? Without solving, can you guys tell me? Yes, there is one. Yes, what would be here? So we
Say
know
without solving.
without solving, we know the triplet. My half yearly portion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Chapter 10. Yeah, and chapter 10. Okay, 6, 7, we did, Ashit. So, chapter 4, you have a problem in chapter 4 also. Yeah, so in the extra class, whatever is the problem, we can talk about that. So, from from today onwards, we'll have some backup classes. So you please be there, and in that we'll talk about all your issues. So 10, I guess. Let's see what how much we can complete. So after this eighth chapter, I will start 15 and then come back to 10. Yeah. So we know the triplet, guys. This is the
So
triplet.
what was the question again?
Yeah. So what would be this without solving? Yes, we know this is 12.
Oh,
We have
okay, 5. Okay.
5, right? So
5, yes. Okay.
without solving, we can. So we know
Yes.
3. we know three triplets. These are, oh, I am writing the same one. So 3, 4, 5, and these three, right? So without solving, we can tell. And remember that these are the hypotheses. Okay. Yeah, so this is 5, and there is one. You tell me what would be tan of P. Yes. Just to just to remind you that tan of theta is perpendicular by base.
Yes. Tan,
Tan of P.
it's
So what?
code.
Yeah, it's
Tan of P is
got
code
disconnected.
of R.
Who got disconnected? Talha. No, so I'm asking that what is perpendicular, what is base?
P by H.
Base, P by B.
Oh, sorry, B by B. Sorry.
Yeah, so what is perpendicular, what is, this is capital. Let me write this, and you tell me what is perpendicular and what is base. If this is the angle, what is the base?
Uh, 5.
If this is the angle, 5 is the base.
No, 12, 12.
12 is the base, so this
Okay.
is 12, and perpendicular is how much?
It will be 5.
5. So 5 by 12, right?
Yes, sir.
And now you tell me what is cot of R, right? And to again remind you that cot is base by perpendicular. Okay, so cot is opposite of tan. So this is P by B, so this is B by P. But for the case of this angle R,
5
5. So 5
by
and
12.
what, 12 again. So then in this question, they are asking us to calculate what is tan P minus cot R. So 5 by 12.
There.
So any
Okay,
doubt?
sir.
Any doubt,
Yes, sir.
guys? Yeah, we have to just identify that what are the perpendicular and bases, right? So yes, guys, any doubt?
Oh, sir.
Oh, so somebody. So isn't cot R 12 by 5? Hmm. Okay, so Shaima, you see that the for this is the angle, right? If this is the angle, then base would be this. For this angle, this is the base. For this angle, this is the base, right? And if this is the base, then this is the perpendicular for R, right? Okay, let me draw the diagram here. So for cot P, for this is P, so this is base and this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. And for R, this is the base, this is the perpendicular. This is the yes, so this is the angle and this is the base. So base is 5 and perpendicular is 12 for this R angle, right? So 5 by 12. Is that clear to you, Shaima? So we have to identify which one is the base and which one is the perpendicular for different cases. Yeah, Talha. Did Talha join?
No, sir.
Oh, Abir has joined. Assalamu alaikum, Abir.
Walaikum salam, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How about you?
Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so yeah, only you have come. So let's wait for others to join. And in the meantime, let's understand about the trigonometry. Okay, Abir. So you are familiar with trigonometry.
Yes, sir. Already done this chapter.
Okay, good. Then it would be easy to, yeah. Okay, noted, guys. Rizwan, Shaima,
Yes.
Ashif, Shoaib,
Fun.
Talha is not
Yes,
here.
Tom.
Yeah, so Talha has left, so now this is Shaima's turn, right? Okay, so third one, right? Sine of A is 3 by 4. So let's say that this is A, this is B, and this is C. So in the question, it is said that sine of A, this is 3 by 4. So sine is P by H. Why this is 4? Okay. So now we have to calculate because this is not a triplet that we know, right? So sine is P by H and this is angle A. So what is P? P is what?
3.
Yeah. So P is 3 we know, but in this case, this is BC
BC.
and this is 4. So this is 3, this is 4. Now you guys calculate AB. What is it? You guys quickly calculate and check. Yeah, if this would have been 3 by 5, then our life would have been easy. But this is not 5. If this would have been 5, then you know that this is 4. But this is 4. So you guys quickly calculate and tell me what is here. Yes, hello Shreyash. Hi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. How are you? How are you, Shreyash? What about your health?
Fine. Sir,
Yes.
my my blood pressure is risen up too high.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you properly. What did you say? Your
My blood pressure is risen up too high.
Oh, so why is that happening? Do you know any reasons for that? So
No, sir, still don't.
do you have any anger issues?
No, sir.
Why your blood pressure is
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I
okay?
have.
Yeah. So be calm, right? And don't think about anything too much. So the rise of blood pressure, it can happen with the hypertension also. So if you take tensions of different kinds of things, right? If you think too much, so that is called hypertension. If you think too much about something, so that
So,
is
but
called
it's too high. It's too high. It should be 100, but it is 190.
190. So it should be between 80 and 120. So
Yes, sir.
190 is yeah. So that is because of you are taking some pressure of something. So are you thinking too much about something? Yes, I'm not a doctor, but this may be the reason. If you are thinking a lot about something, so yeah, uh,
So
and
for the exams,
yeah, so it can happen that yeah, if you are thinking too much about the exams and all that, AB is 5. Hashit, how can AB be 5? So we know that H square is P square plus P square. And H is 4. P is how much? 3.
Assalamualaikum,
So,
sir.
Walaikum Salam, Amira. Walaikum Salam. Yeah, so this is 4 square minus 3 square, right? So 16 minus 9, which is 7. So B would be root 7. Am I correct, Abir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, so everybody is joining. So Yeah, then I will talk about this question later. So,
Then
uh,
AB is 7, root 7.
yeah, AB is 7, right? Root 7.
Yes.
So, we will talk about this question later, guys. Okay, and yes, this one, Tala is not here. Ashit, Shama, Shwe, see you guys on the test. Bye, guys.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye, bye.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah, good night.
Goodbye.
Yeah.